Hey, hey, this is Angie.
And I am Aislinn.
Today on the Food Hero Cooking Show, we are making super quick veggie omelet in a mug. Let's go wash up, Aislinn, so we can get this breakfast done. Okay, so now you ready? We're gonna get this going quick. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna make our omelet in a mug. Now the recipe says to spray the inside of a 12-ounce microwave-safe mug with cooking spray. We don't have cooking spray, we don't keep it on hand a lot. So what you can do actually is you can just take a little bit of butter or a little bit of oil, and my hands are clean, we just washed, right? And I'm just gonna rub it inside. Any sort of grease just to keep it from sticking works perfect. You will want to make sure that your mug is 12 ounces. And what you can do if you don't know is you can actually take a liquid measuring cup and put 12 ounces of liquid in here and just make sure. But this one we've made veggie omelet in before, we know it works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you, Aislinn, go ahead and crack the eggs in there.
In here?
In there, yeah. We're just gonna put them right in. Go for it.
In here?
Yep.
Okay.
You do one, I'll do one. How about that? Now, what do we always do after we crack an egg? Wash your hands. All right, hands are clean again. So that is something I want to point out. Definitely, you always want to wash your hands after touching raw eggs. There's a potential for bacteria on the outside of that shell, and you don't want to cross-contaminate any of your other foods and give yourself foodborne illness, right? So always wash up. Wash before you start cooking and after you touch raw eggs. All right, Aislinn, so this is going to be super quick.
Okay.
We got the egg in there. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 tablespoons of cheese and a dash of salt and pepper. Now, it says a dash of salt and pepper, which is 1/16 of a teaspoon, which that doesn't even exist. So we're just gonna dash it in. You can dash in the pepper, I'll dash in the salt, dash. And I'm gonna let you do 2 tablespoons of cheese. All right, and so we're gonna add also a 1/4 cup of vegetables. Now what I'm using is broccoli. So this was frozen broccoli that I had in my freezer. I always keep frozen broccoli in the freezer. It's just super quick way to add veggies to most meals. It's already pretty soft, but you do wanna make sure it's finely diced. I just had it thaw a little bit. Diced it, and it's going to go in there. Now, Aislinn, you want to stir that up with a fork. I do also want to point out, if you're using raw vegetables like raw broccoli, make sure you dice it really, really fine so that it does cook while you're cooking this in the microwave. That's important. But you can use anything you want in here. Mushrooms are great. Peppers are great. Just really anything you like, any veggie you like goes well in here. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm going to let you go ahead and sit. We're just gonna sit our fork in here. We're gonna get a clean fork next time because again, we don't want to cross-contaminate with raw egg. All right, so you do this in 2 steps. The first time you put it in for 45 seconds. Okay, so we did the first 45 seconds, then you're gonna stir it again, okay? And then we're gonna return it to the microwave for an additional 90 seconds. The recipe says 60 to 90 seconds. You're gonna have to just kind of check and see what works best in your microwave. For me, I found 90 seconds works best. I did 60 for the second stage, and when I kind of lifted it up with a fork, there was still some uncooked egg in the bottom. So you definitely want to check the bottom to make sure there's no uncooked egg in there. So for my microwave, 45 seconds and 90 seconds makes this perfect. All right, and there is our beautiful puffy omelet, cooked in no time. Now, one last thing, when you're gonna eat this, don't use any of the forks that you used to mix it with, right? That would cause cross-contamination as well. We'll get a clean fork, and Aislinn and I are gonna dig in. So if you'll excuse us, we're gonna sample a little bit of breakfast. We'll see you next time on the next episode of the Food Hero Cooking Show.
Bye.
Food Hero is fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.